The small town of Willow Creek was nestled in the heart of dense forest, shrouded in a perpetual mist that seemed to cloak the residents in an air of mystery. The locals whispered of dark secrets that lurked in the shadows, and tales of the supernatural were woven into the fabric of everyday life. One such tale that haunted the town was that of the Let's Not Meet house. The Let's Not Meet house stood abandoned at the edge of town, its weathered facade a stark contrast to the vibrant colors of the surrounding landscape. The house had earned its eerie moniker due to the strange occurrences that were said to happen to those who dared to venture inside. Whispers of disembodied voices, flickering lights, and ghostly apparitions had spread like wildfire, instilling fear in the hearts of even the bravest souls. Emma, a young journalist with a penchant for the paranormal, had always been drawn to the mysteries that surrounded the Let's Not Meet house. Determined to uncover the truth behind the legends, she set out one foggy evening in search of answers. As she approached the dilapidated structure, a chill ran down her spine, but she pushed aside her fear and entered the house. The interior was shrouded in darkness, the only illumination coming from the faint glow of moonlight filtering in through the cracked windows. Emma's footsteps echoed through the empty rooms as she made her way deeper into the house, her pulse quickening with each step. Suddenly, a cold gust of wind extinguished the candle she carried, plunging her into total darkness. Panic gripped Emma as she fumbled in the dark, her heart pounding in her chest. Just as she began to fear she was lost, a soft voice whispered from the shadows, "Welcome, Emma. We've been waiting for you." The hair on the back of her neck stood on end as she turned towards the voice, but there was no one there. "Who's there?" Emma called out, her voice trembling. The silence that followed was deafening, broken only by the sound of her own ragged breathing. Suddenly, a dim light flickered to life at the end of the hallway, drawing her towards it like a moth to a flame. As Emma approached the source of light, she found herself standing in front of a door that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. With trembling hands, she reached out and pushed the door open, revealing a room bathed in an ethereal glow. In the center of the room stood a figure cloaked in shadows, its eyes gleaming with malevolent intent. "Who are you?" Emma demanded, her voice steadier now, despite the fear that writhed in her gut. The figure offered no reply, but instead extended a hand towards her, beckoning her closer. Against her better judgment, Emma stepped forward, drawn by an invisible force that seemed to compel her towards the unknown. As she drew near, the figure spoke in a voice that sent shivers down her spine. "You seek the truth, Emma, but be warned, the truth is not always what it seems." With a wave of its hand, the room began to shift and warp, twisting into a nightmarish landscape of swirling shadows and haunting echoes. Emma's heart raced as she struggled to make sense of her surroundings, the boundaries of reality blurring before her eyes. The figure before her seemed to morph and change, its features contorting into grotesque shapes that bore no resemblance to anything human. With a sinking feeling in her heart, Emma realized that she had stumbled into something far more sinister than she could have ever imagined. The Let's Not Meet house was not just a place of legend. It was a gateway to a realm of darkness and malevolence that defied comprehension. As the realization dawned on her, Emma felt a creeping sense of dread wash over her. She had ventured too far into the unknown, and now there was no turning back. The figure before her chuckled softly, its voice a cacophony of whispers that seemed to echo through the very fabric of her being. "You have awakened something, Emma. Something that has been slumbering for eons, waiting for a vessel to set it free. And now, that vessel is you." With a sudden surge of panic, Emma turned to flee, but the room had twisted and contorted into a labyrinth of shifting walls that seemed to mock her attempts to escape. As she stumbled through the ever-changing maze, a sense of hopelessness settled in her chest. The whispers grew louder, their words unintelligible but filled with a promise of unfathomable terror. And then, just as all seemed lost, a glimmer of light appeared in the darkness. With renewed determination, Emma followed the light, pushing herself forward with every ounce of strength she had left. As she burst through the final barrier, she found herself standing once more in the dilapidated hallway of the Let's Not Meet house. The moonlight streamed in through the windows, casting a soft glow on the peeling wallpaper and dusty floorboards. Emma stood there, panting and exhausted, but alive. The figure in the nightmarish landscape had vanished, leaving her alone in the silent darkness. As she stumbled out of the house and into the cool night air, Emma knew that she had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. The Let's Not Meet house had been a doorway to an unimaginable nightmare, a place where reality warped and twisted into shapes beyond comprehension. But despite the horror she had faced, Emma also knew that the experience had changed her in ways she could never fully understand. The mysteries of the Let's Not Meet house remained unsolved, its secrets buried in the depths of the unknown. And as she made her way back to Willow Creek, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that the darkness she had encountered was still out there, waiting for its next unwitting victim. The Let's Not Meet house may have been just a legend to some, but to Emma, it was a chilling reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved.